Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove Credit Control LLC from their credit report, and in many cases without paying the debt at all. So if that's you or someone you know, then I know that you're going to walk away from this video knowing exactly what the next best step is to take. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or believe that Credit Control LLC or actually any of the accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft or have a wrong balance after you've already paid, or any other major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. If there are no issues like that exist, that's good, but you just want to have the accounts removed from your credit report, we can help with that too. Call us today. Our number will be in the description below for you. So now today I want to go through some of the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one here I think is really important, and that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with Credit Control LLC? And I put this one at the top of the list because, we get a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And it makes sense. Few people are really taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And fortunately, the answer is, unless the debt is specifically related to taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So no need to worry about that. The amount of the debt actually doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time. So now, who is Credit Control LLC, and why are they on your credit report? So they're referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency, and they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount, okay? So as an example, imagine that you have an unpaid card with Capital One, and it's $1,000, just to use easy numbers. Credit Control LLC could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for, let's say, $100. But they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect that full $1,000 from you, which would give them a 10x return on their investment. So, these companies can make a lot of money doing this. Damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is a primary strategy that they have to get you to pay. However, what a lot of people don't know is that paying the debt on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So, a lot of time, paying the debt isn't actually in your best interest. It'd just be wasting your money. Now, in rare cases, paying the debt could even hurt your score further. In addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters. They may call a lot, even calling your family members and colleagues. And I do want to mention here, if collectors have ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you may be owed a lawsuit. So again, that's another case that you'd want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Question here is, should you negotiate a settlement with Credit Control LLC? So settling your debt with Credit Control LLC really depends on your goal. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't the best option. Why? Well, because, like I mentioned before, even if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. Now, instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to review these accounts. And, if certain issues exist, the accounts may be removed. And this is a win-win. You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help your score, and the negative account gets removed from your report. So really, it's perfect. So how do you remove Credit Control LLC from your credit report? So this is a great question. So the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. Now, I will say that the knowledge required to do this can be a bit more involved than it might seem. That's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but, be prepared to spend weeks, maybe months, learning how to do it properly. However, if you'd like to hire a professional to handle it for you and ensure it's done properly the first time and save you that extra time from learning it, we're happy to take care of it for you. We've dealt with Credit Control LLC accounts many times, and they regularly have issues. And we've helped numerous clients deal with them. And we'll take care of it for you too if you prefer. How can you get Credit Control LLC to stop calling you? As I mentioned before, Credit Control LLC will be calling you, if they haven't already, as an attempt to collect the debt they've purchased. Okay? Which means the only reason that they're going to stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will Credit Control LLC try suing or garnishing my wages? Another big question. Credit Control LLC suing is unlikely. It can happen. It does happen. But in our experience, it's rare. There are a lot of laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win, and it's just a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect at all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with Credit Control LLC? So you have the right to dispute any of your debt that Credit Control LLC has purchased. Credit Control LLC is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, the FDCPA, and as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA. Now, these acts may seem complicated, but the bottom line is they provide a great deal of power to you, the consumer, if you know how to use it properly. But if you don't have time to research these acts, that's not a problem. That's what we're here for. So call us today, and we can discuss your options. Our number, again, is in the description below, and thanks so much.